Okay guys, so we are starting with another lab which is called as AI Platform Quick Start. Let's get the overview. This lab gives you a hands-on practice with TensorFlow 2.x model training both locally and on AI platform. After training, you will learn how to deploy your model to AI platform for serving prediction. You will train your model to predict income category of a person using okay. This lab gives you an introductory end-to-end experience of training prediction on AI platform. Then these are the tasks, I guess. Okay, create a TensorFlow 2.x training application and validate it locally. Run your training job on a single worker instance in a cloud. Deploy a model to support prediction. Okay, seems cool. Now, this all terms are newly heard by me, actually first time. So let's just see what this module has for us to learn. What you will build, we will build a sample of classification model for predicting income category based on United States income data set, blah blah. Okay, so we will basically be classifying the audience with less than or equals to 50k salary or more than $50,000 dollars income. Okay, so what's this setup like? This setup is same. If you have done previous lab, you all know that this basic setup is same for all the labs. We will just copy the password. Now we will go to open Google Console. Email would be auto filled. We will now paste here the password. Now good to go. Okay, what's the next step? To launch the AI platform notebook. Whoa, this is something new now. We haven't done this in previous lab. This learning is new. Let's get started. Accept the terms and conditions. It's loading. Okay, here we are. I agree. What does this say in the navigation menu? Navigate to AI platform, then to notebooks. AI platform. Here we are in the navigation. Okay, look for AI platform AI. Now this is artifact. Okay, here we are AI, and in AI notebooks. Here we are in the notebooks section. On the notebooks section, click new instance. In the customize instance. Okay, let's just begin with hide info panel, create an instance. Where do we have create instance? Okay, fine. This looks the same. Okay, this is the same. Now here we have to go with TensorFlow Enterprise and select the version of Tensor 2.3 with GPUs. Okay, here we are with TensorFlow 2.3 and with GPUs 2.3 with GPUs. Okay, here we have selected our instance, which is a new notebook for AI. Then we have to click on the edit icon to instance. For the instance name, enter a name for your instance. Enter a name. Okay, we will just name our instance with a project ID. Like, who will remember the name? Okay. Now for the region, we have to select US Central 1. Here we go. US Central 1 low A. Okay, whatever it is. And for this zone, select a zone within a selected region. Okay, here we will go with US Central 1. Then scroll down to the machine configuration and select N1 standard 2 for machine type. Are we able to see the machine type? Okay, here it is. But okay, where is machine type? Okay, now we are in the edit section. First it was in the read only mode. N1 standard N1, sorry 1, N1 standard 1. Okay, no, but we have to select N1 standard 2. N1 standard 2 with 7.5 gigabytes of RAM, and leave the remaining field to the default. Click create. We will now leave the rest to default. Create the instance. I'm kinda getting this up now. Like in the Anaconda compiler, we have notebooks. It looks like the same cloud notebook. Instead of Anaconda, we have Google Cloud here, and other notebooks are the same, like the Jupyter Labs for Python, the terminal for editing your basic scripting and commands. Yeah, looks like the same. Okay, here we have the reference of Jupyter Lab as well. After a few minutes, the AI platform console will display your instance name. Yeah, it is displaying our name, but let's just wait for this instance now, followed by open Jupyter Lab. So according to instructions here, we will now get Jupyter Labs opening prompt, and then we have to click on open Jupyter Lab and then clone the example repo within your AI. Okay, let's just wait. Refresh. Is it in here? Let's just have a look. No, it's not here. I guess we have to wait on this screen itself. Hey brother, got you. It says it is setting up proxy to the Jupyter Lab. So this would be the prompting point to open our Jupyter Lab. Okay, here we have got the prompt. Let's open Jupyter Lab. Am I audible? Okay, I am audible. Now clone the example repository within your AI platform notebooks instance. To clone the training data analyst notebook in your Jupyter instance in Jupyter Lab, click the terminal icon. In the command prompt, enter, press OK. So we are cloning the repository from Google Cloud Platform, and the repository name is Training Data Analyst. Once the terminal is working, we will just git clone our repo. Yeah, let's just wait then. Build is recommended, build census included, cancel. We don't do that here. We will just click on terminal. The terminal has been set up. You paste the command line, you press enter, and here our repository is getting cloned. Now this cloning depends upon your internet speed and the availability of cloud resource. So make sure you are stick to a strong Wi-Fi and not to a cellular data, because this is really a heavy download. And what are our next steps? Confirm that you have cloned the repository by double clicking on the data analyst and ensuring all it contains. Okay, no need to confirm, it will be there. In AI platforms notebook, navigate to training data analyst self-paced and open, clear all the cells in the clear all cells and then run the cells one by one. Okay, now we are okay, fine. Let's see. Once the repository is cloned, let's then check. Okay, it is now done. So in the notebook section, we will go in this repository, the file which has been cloned. Here too we have all the contents. The contents are blogs till readme.md. Here also we have first blogs, then readme.md. Okay, we have successfully cloned all the contents of the repository. Now we have to go in the self-paced labs. Okay, self-paced labs folder, open, then AI platform quick start, and then open AI platform quick start .ipynb. Now this extension is something new to me. I have never ever heard of this extension. .ipynd. Okay, I will search for it later. At least we have learned some new things today. Now we have to clear all the cells in the notebook. Where are the cells? Okay, what are the cells? Clear all the cells. Okay, they have given what to do. On the notebook toolbar, click edit, clear all outputs. We will click edit. Okay, here is edit. Do we have clear all output? We have clear all outputs. Now, then run the cells one by one. Now, where to run? Okay, is this the right mode? Run the selected cells in advance. I really don't know if this is the right step, but still let's try. This lab gives you support OS. Fine, let's just wait. Run. Run this cell too. Run here too. I guess this is working, but okay, I'm not sure. Just let's keep continuing till we are prompted back to check our progress. And these commands are something big now. There is something really long. Let's come down. Bro, come down. Okay. I guess this doesn't need a selection. We have to just click on this cell. This bar is here. Yeah, just run this cell. Now we will run this cell too. We will run this too. Are they working? Yeah, the previous cells are also running. This has been completed. This too has been completed. No, it's writing in utility.py. Where were we? Okay, here we were. Check if the output has been written to the output folder. This has been done. This needs to be done. Run. I'm not understanding, but let's see what's going on. They said this similar way. We are getting an asterisk on this cells here. We see after we are clicking on run, so I guess it's working. Run. Okay, congratulations, you have in this lab you have learned how to train a TensorFlow model both locally and on AI platform. Okay, did we learn? Okay, we tried our best. Now we understood this. Why is it not working? I guess we missed something here. The signature is designed. I guess we are getting the hold of this right now. Earlier we just did pretty mistakes. We didn't replace project ID. We didn't read anything. We were just clicking on this run button. Okay, but we are now a smart boy. Okay, so smart team actually. So learn from our mistakes. Don't repeat this mistake. What is this now? We will again go with this. And we are now setting an environment with the job ID generated above. Replace with your job ID. I guess this didn't run properly. Set up a qualified. Your project name, job ID. This is 45. Now this is a job ID. We got a job ID. Control C. Submitted successfully. Replace with your job ID. Select and Control V. You can monitor. Now we'll run this command. Now this is the 46th command line which we have been running. Okay, this is submitted. Now we can monitor the progress of our training job by going in the logs by running. Okay, this is not of our business. Let's not go this way. Now we will go back to the lab instruction page and check our progress. ML job is submitted but not in succeeded state. Okay, not in succeeded state. I guess it is here. The status can be seen from here, from the jobs which we created in the terminal section. Yeah, here it is. It's loading. When it is submitted successfully, our task will be assessed with a green tick. Let's wait for a few minutes then. We have a green tick on our job. Let's just check. Okay, assessment completed. Let's get back to terminal. What does it say? Done. Now run this inner section. Run this too. Now, what was this for? This commands were for creating an AI platform model with whose name is census, and the region is region. Okay. Then the environment variable binary modules. Output you will deploy a train model. Okay, so this is the command for the trained model. Running command number 49, and it would take several minutes to deploy your trained model. Yeah, this is understandable. I have worked with deep learning models of Python, like the Deep Face Lab, and it really takes a lot of hours to deploy our trained model. Actually, this model is already trained, so it will not take that much time. But for training your model, you literally need hours of iterations. The more number of iterations, the more perfect your model will be. So this command is not running successfully. Let's just run it again and wait till it completes. Okay. It says that we have created an AI model. We did create an AI model. It is running. Let's just run this also. This both command lines are in process. This is the last task of our lab. Till then, just solve this understanding questions. A model version is an instance of machine learning solution stored in an API service model. Now, AI platform offers training jobs and batch prediction jobs. It means it can do pretty anything. So we are on the verge of completing our lab, but not yet. One task is remaining. It is also submitted in completion, but not officially. Let's just wait till this both commands work. And they say it is taking time. Okay, let's wait here on this step now till these commands are running. So that's that for this video then. And obviously these two commands will now run, and then we will click on submit button and it will get submitted. So this is how this lab ends. You guys can continue watching from here, or you can quit the video from here. Hope it was fun for you too to watch this video. Well, for me it was pretty challenging, but we did it and learned many new things from this lab. That's that then. See you in next lab. Here we have completed. Though this model is not deployed yet here, but Quick Labs has detected that we have done our task successfully. So with our signature annotation, let's just end our video. This is our annotation which we use at the end of every video. A big tick, a positive tick. That's that then. See you in next video. Thank you guys.